Out of a tense situation on the George Washington Bridge this morning. A man threatened to jump off the upper level, and police say he was armed with a gun. CBS 2's Emily Smith tells us how a cigarette helped to save a life.
Chopper 2 shows a distraught man hanging off the pedestrian path on the upper level of the George Washington Bridge, with Port Authority and NYPD rescue units working to talk the man back over the rail. It was a tense hour that started with Port Authority police officer Robert Wallace noticing a man suspiciously looking over the edge of the bridge for a long time. He got out of his car, then...
I jump over the rail to get onto the walkway area, and he's like, listen, don't crowd me. At this time, he has his hand in his coat pocket, and I said, sir, and he's moving it around, so it was getting me nervous.
That's when the 37-year-old man, Douglas Peck, pulled out this gun, pointing it directly at Officer Wallace.
Did it ever cross your mind to shoot?
Of course it did. It was a crazy situation, and I'm just grateful that it turned out the way it did.
Wallace says in training he learned to find a safe place, so he hid behind a cable. By that time, other police officers pulled out their guns, ordering him to drop the weapon. Then Officer Javier Serna says the man asked for a cigarette, and he complied.
Got close to him, he grabbed the cigarette, I grabbed him.
That's when he bear hugged him, pulling Peck to safety. But even then, Peck tried to get out of the officer's arms.
He definitely wanted to die. He didn't jump, but he definitely wanted us to engage.
It turns out the gun was a starter pistol, something that still could have caused serious harm.
Once the weapon came out, I'm making sure I'm trying to go home tonight. So like I said, training kicked in, took cover.
Police took the distraught man to the hospital for evaluation. He's being charged with criminal possession of a weapon and aggravated assault to a police officer. In Fort Lee, Emily Smith, CBS 2 News.
And traffic on the upper level of the George Washington Bridge was stopped for about an hour in both directions.